Welcome to Texas. I'm here at the beautiful campus of Tyler Junior College, here in Tyler, Texas. You know, one of the great things about Texas is its beautiful weather and its gorgeous countryside. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this beautiful scenery, beautiful trees, beautiful weather. You know, another thing I like about Texas is its freedom. You know, we don't have anyone telling us where to go, what to do, how to live our lives. And I deeply appreciate our freedom of religion. You know, another great thing about Texas is the people. Everyone here is friendly. You can go anywhere in the state of Texas, and someone's willing to reach out and shake your hand. They're willing to bend over and break their back for you. And once again, welcome to Texas.
First officer, may I help you?
Hi, may I speak to Helen Flowers, please?
Hello.
Welcome to Texas. Bienvenidos a Texas.
Gracias. Keep it rolling, please. Okay, now for seconds to be up here. Okay, this is our last class meeting. Everyone who didn't receive the email can, if they want to, if they participate in the class discussion.
Hi, can I help you?
Hey, is this Miss Flowers?
Yes.
Hey, this is Vicki.
Yes.
Were you the lady who called and told me about, way back in the April 1st hearing about that they couldn't issue my summons without a $25 filing fee for each witness? Somebody did, but I don't know who it was.
No, it wasn't me.
Okay.
It wasn't me, but I remember you sending summonses in here.
Okay. Have you ever heard of that, Miss Flowers, of them trying to charge anybody before?
Oh, they charge everybody.
Not for youth court summons, do they?
I don't know about youth court. I really don't know anything about youth court at all. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it was for the youth court hearing.
All right, hold on a minute. Yes, ma'am, that seems to be the rule. It's $25 for anybody to be subpoenaed.
Huh. Well, you might want to tell them to check with the Attorney General's office because they haven't ever heard of that. And there's a statute that says that no city, municipal, county, or state employee can charge for any services rendered during normal business hours to the youth court.
Just youth court?
In youth court,
Okay.
In youth court statute.
Well, I'll ask them about it, but that's the answer I got. Man, I really don't know.
But you've seen somebody do that before, charge?
I don't work with youth court at all.
Who is the lady who does the youth court?
Melody Bradley.
Huh. May I speak to her?
Sure, hold on a minute.
This is the lady.
This is Melody. How can I help you?
Hey, this is Vicki Hoggatt. I was checking I've got differences of opinion about whether the sheriff can charge to serve process on youth court witnesses that are subpoenaed. Do you know?
Yes, $25.
Okay, well, the Attorney General's office says that that's not so, and the statute says that's not so. I was just wondering, have you ever charged a youth court petitioner before with $25?
I'm going by what Judge Hudson told me.
And
I'm not going to overrule Judge Hudson. He told me that if someone has anyone subpoenaed for court in their defense, it's going to be $25.
Okay, well,
per subpoena, per summons, per whatever. And I can't go over Judge Hudson's ruling.
Okay, I was just wondering, had you ever charged anybody else besides?
I'm going to say this again. I'm not going to go over Judge Hudson's head or anything like that. He told me that it's $25 per summons, subpoena, whatever, to have the sheriff's department to serve it. Now, if you want someone subpoena in your behalf, you have to pay $25 to the Adams County Sheriff's Office to have that person come to court, if they come or not.
Well, I understand that Judge Hudson told you that, but that's not the law.
Well, like I said, I can't go over Judge Hudson's rules.
Right.
I'm going by what this judge told me to do.
Right. Did he just tell you that just for my subpoenas?
This is what he told me in the courtroom. I don't know if it's your case or whom case. This is what he told me.
But it was just the one time.
Well, I tell you what you need to do, you need to contact Judge Hudson or Judge Hudson's court administrator and find out from them. Because I'm not going to go over his head with anything.
No, I don't want anybody else subpoenaed. I'm just documenting that the law was not followed that time.
Well, like I said again, you need to contact Judge Hudson, Judge Hudson's secretary, or Judge Hudson's court administrator.
Okay, can you give me either one of their names or phone numbers?
You should know their names and phone numbers.
Well, I know the docket secretary is Janine Wickham. Is that the one you're referring to as his administrator?
No, that's not his court administrator. He has a court administrator, and you have spoken to her on several occasions.
I'm afraid I don't know which one she is.
Miss Bessie Bradley, that's her name.
Bessie Bradley. Can you give me her phone number, please?
You don't have a phone number?
No.
It's area code 601-445-7933.
445-7933.
7933.
All right. Well, you have a nice afternoon.
You have a great one, too, because I'm going to have a blessed one. Bye-bye.
Counsel, this is Manfred.
It's me again. I forgot to ask you, why did you not come to the hearing, Manfred?
Which hearing?
For the designation of record. You told me you were going to be there. July 10th.
Well, I'd asked Judge Hudson whether or not... See, I thought that there was going to be... I really didn't know what it was for. I thought it was testimony, and I had to be somewhere that day. I think I was going out of town or something like that. But I asked the judge whether or not, my presence was going to be required there, and he asked me if had I been subpoenaed, and if I'd had a subpoena, I'd have been there. But he said he wasn't going to hear any testimony.
Did you hear why you didn't get a subpoena?
I wasn't sure why that was.
Well, why that was is because Judge Hudson had Janine Hickman call and tell me that he had told the circuit clerk to issue my subpoenas, which you were one of them, because I wanted you there. And then when I got there, that's what all that videotaping with getting the camera jerked off my neck and all was all about, was then I had to go back in and videotape the circuit clerk's office saying that the judge had told them not to issue my subpoenas. Mm-hmm. So that's why the judge asked you, had you been subpoenaed?
Oh, okay.
Apparently he had a little bit of confusion himself about whether their subpoenas were going out. But you were also subpoenaed to to the hearing that you did come to, but so were a bunch of other witnesses. And he told them not to issue my subpoenas for the March 6th and April 1st hearing, too. I don't know if you heard about that, but...
Okay, Ms. Hoggatt?
Yes.
Okay, Judge asked me to call you and tell you they have changed the scheduling for that hearing to March the 6th at 9:30. He did that because he felt he would need more time than was allowed on the 4th.
Does he realize that I've been in this town waiting for over in the area for over a month now and talking to the Attorney General? I'm sure he does realize all that.
I can't tell you whether he does. I don't know. I can only pass the message as I got it. So it will be on the 6th at 9:30. You had questioned something about making a motion at the presenting tapes as evidence.
No, attaching it as evidence to the petition.
Well, what he said at this hearing, you could make a motion to present it, and he would have had the other lawyers who would need to hear it. They would have already listened to it, so relevance could be discussed at this meeting.
No. What I asked you was, did he want me to leave as an exhibit to the petition the same audio tape I left for Manfredite?
Well, I think he's heard that one.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know. But I will check with him. He's at a funeral right now, so I can't do it too quickly. The other thing I need to have is a current address.
All right. It's the same one that's on the petition, but it's 4015
415
Stonebrook Lane.
Stonebrook Lane.
in Patterson, New York. I'm sorry, Patterson, New York. In Tyler, Texas.
Tyler, Texas. Okay. Do you happen to have the zip?
Sure, 75707.
75707. Okay. Well, thank you, and I'll catch him as quickly as I can.
All right. If you would, now, your name is what?
Janine Wickham.
Okay, Miss Wickham, please, when you talk to him, tell him that I am still here, that I have talked to a federal judge, that I have talked to a circuit clerk, I've talked to a member of the state Supreme Court, and the Attorney General's office is supposed to give me an opinion. And because there's, like you said, you were a secretary, but the statute, the legislature granted a right of inspection. There was no need for a motion. Everyone is in agreement with that. And, you know, I had a first cousin get killed on a motorcycle the other day. I got a 9-year-old girl, and I've spent close to $6,000 now being in Natchez, Mississippi, so he thinks he needs time to prepare, but there will be no way to prepare to avoid what's on that record. I mean, it's there. He did it. No one made him say those things. And if you'll please just deliver the message that I'm still here in town, the sexual assault victim, I'm going to audio tape them this afternoon. Let me leave you a cell phone number. I'm then going to Oxford, Mississippi to talk to the United States Department of Justice in Oxford. So my cell phone number is 903-521-2002.
Okay.
I can be reached at any time. I would rather not drive 2,000 miles again to come talk about something that's unlawful anyway. But that's the message I'd like conveyed to him.
Okay,
And,
so you'll be in Oxford.
No, I have to go down south of Baton Rouge to videotape the sexual assault victim that was there that day to meet him when we came in there, and Binky Vines called me a liar and said I'd misrepresented that I was a lawyer. And you can also tell him that I did not appreciate him telling Binky Vines something that was not true, because I offered to let Binky Vines hear John Hudson on audio tape, and that's what, to show him that I had not misrepresented who I was, and I offered to let Binky Vines hear the secretary on audio tape, his own assistant clerk, so he would know I hadn't misrepresented myself. And that's when I was offered to, he volunteered to call the sheriff and have me physically removed. I've never been treated like that in my entire life except by John Hudson. And you can let him know that, well, there's nothing to let him know. He already knows everything that he needs to know, I guess. Except that, I'm in the area, and that it constitutes an obstruction of justice, and he's only digging a deeper hole for himself by doing the things he's doing and involving all these other people. Anyway, thank you for calling, and you say it's March 6th at what time?
It's March 6th at 9:30.
All right.
And that'll be, I assume, in the juvenile court building.
9/6 at night.
March 6th at 9:30.
Because he needs more time to prepare, but you think he has...
No. He thinks the hearing will take more time than the girls had scheduled for it.
Oh, all right.
Not to prepare, but to... There was like a half an hour that they had scheduled this in, and he felt it would take more time, so he moved it over to the next open appointment that had a lot of available time. So I think it's booked in for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. So.
But you don't know if he wants the audio tape admitted as evidence or not, because in the petition it said it will be admitted at his discretion, and I gave it to Manfred.
I can't answer that for you, but I tried to find out, and I will give you a call back at your cell phone number.
Okay, but he didn't say... Did you ask him about the audio tape information?
Well, he said he must have misunderstood, or I must have misunderstood, because I asked him if it could be entered. And he said there had to be a motion, and the other lawyers had to hear it. And then they could argue relevance. That's all this is legal talk. I'm just repeating what I heard.
Okay, well, I just thought he might want to hear it, but if he doesn't, then I'll pick it back up. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Goodbye.
Bye.